For today's Newsmaker interview, I sat down with the senator to talk presidential politics, clean energy, and economics. Well, Senator, first of all, thank you for being with us to talk to us today. We wanted to talk first about the economic crisis that's been going on. Of course, lots of things happening in the last couple of weeks. What's your take on everything?
Well, my take is things are a little better. What we were trying to do in Congress was get the wreck off the highway, so to speak. I mean, think of it as a big old wreck on I-40 with traffic all the way backed up to the North City. And in the traffic is the money for your payroll check, your car loan, your mortgage loan, your farm credit loan, and it was all coming to a halt. And so the idea was to get the wreck off the highway, get the traffic moving again so people can go about their businesses and their daily lives. And I think that's beginning to happen.
Do you think the bailout plan then was a good idea?
I do think it was a good idea, and it was misunderstood. For example, the $700 billion never was intended to be given away. It was either to buy assets or invest assets. The taxpayer will get them back. If there's a profit, it'll reduce the debt. If there's a loss, the banks have to pay it. So the idea was simply to get the wreck off the highway, fix the problem today, have a big philosophical discussion the next week about how to get the free market system functioning again.
And you're here today at the Governor's Clean Energy Summit. Why is this something that you wanted to be a part of today?
Well, I've been a part ever since I've been a senator, partly because I'm an East Tennessean and I breathe unhealthy air, which is what we have here, and because I know we need cheaper electric and gasoline prices and that we can have them. So I wanted to encourage TVA to go ahead and put pollution control equipment on its big smokestacks near the Smoky Mountains, which it's doing. I want to find new ways for people to drive plug-in electric vehicles. I have one myself now, and I think this is a wave of the future, both to clean the air and reduce fuel prices, and to use nuclear power, because that's the kind of power that will completely clean the air. No carbon, no sulfur, no nitrogen, no mercury.
I imagine you've been following the presidential race closely. What are you thinking so far, especially with the last debate coming up tonight?
I think Senator McCain needs a comeback. I think he's going to do very well in Tennessee. I think Tennesseans like his record, his military service, his attitude on spending, his demeanor, his experience for difficult times. But I think around the country he's behind. I think what he needs to do, talk about the future, not so much about Senator Obama, but say, look, we've got some challenging times. We need the crusty old guy, the experienced veteran, who's, if you want somebody to take on the special interests, Wall Street, Congress, all at once, I'm your man. I think if he does that, lays out his plan for the future, he'll do very well.
Now, did you hear what he said recently, that he plans to tonight, quote, whip Obama's you know what? Do you think he'll be able to pull that off tonight?
Well, I'm going to watch and see.
And then finally, of course, you're in the midst of your own campaign right now, and you've had tons of jobs, from governor to president of UT to secretary of education and, of course, U.S. senator. Have things changed for you in public life over the years? I mean, how do you approach things now? You've done so much.
Well, I'm pretty well known, so if I tried to be something that I wasn't, people would know that from a minute. I think the best thing for me to do, to try to ask people to give me another 6 years, is simply to do my job well, to come to the Clean Energy Conference, to help find a health care insurance plan that every Tennessean can afford, get electric prices down, stop spending money we don't have for programs we don't need. If I do my job as senator well, then I think that's the best argument for my reelection.
All right. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us. We appreciate it.
Thank you.